Hello gamers, we're back immediately after the gacha to look at our latest new servant, Archer of the End. And wow, that was a surprise of a first ascension, if I do say so myself. A lot skimpier than the revealed ascension, which I assume is 2. And as far as I remembered, I think Kano said that third ascension will be locked, unfortunately. So we won't get a full impression of her aesthetics today. But I'm still very excited. She looks lovely, especially the ascension 2. Might be one of those cases where I actually prefer the ascension that has more clothing on. But yeah, I'm excited. Brand new servant, brand new story. Big day, honestly, big day. Let's go, let's start with this. Okay. She's a bit pensive on the expression. Damn, that is one freaky face she has.
Sure. On Atlas, big man.
F8. Also, does that include third ascension? Is it all there? All 4 are there? I would probably take a look at it then, honestly, because I want it to be on the first impression. But when we get there, I'll just mention it so if people who don't want to see it, they can skip it, I guess. So I'll make a disclaimer before we look at the arts, okay? First ascension. This should be now the revealed ascension, okay? Let's see. I think this was lovely looking, okay? Yeah, okay. It's pretty good. I like the glasses. They're not super... Oh my, hello face. They're not super visible, but they're definitely there. She's got a little bit of that Murasaki-esque vibe, right? And it's interesting because they also had Murasaki on the trailer too. Wow, also her shirt is... it's strong. So what the hell are those things coming out? Is that her hair? It is. Oh yeah, you can see kind of them. Yeah, you can see the braids behind her right now. I do wonder how long the story will be actually today. Wait, did I just see that correctly? Is the card still messed up here too? It's not just in a summon? I think it was, right? So again, if you don't want to see the third ascension or the final ascension, look away for like a minute or two now. I'm gonna open up Atlas next because I want to see it. Well, I guess the name will be visible too. So again, look away if you don't want to see it right now. There's Ascension 2 and here we go, Ascension 3. Oh, it's like kind of similar to 1 again. Was that bone? What is that? All right, let's see the FA. I assume it might be Ascension 3. Let's see. No, I think this is 1 again. Yeah, wow. Oh my god. All right, let's see these 2 sprites we have in game right now. This is the second Ascension. Might still be my favorite one. I don't know. It's pretty cool. Very refined look. Long skirt. Then here's the first one. A bit more fad servicey. Way less clothing on. She's kind of hovering, floating on this one. Mostly have seen all the aesthetics now. I haven't seen the battle sprite for Ascension 3 yet, but I did look at the actual art of the stage from Atlas, and it looks pretty interesting. And I wonder if it's gonna have very different animations in game. Now, having seen it, I want to say it's probably gonna be the same anyway. At least I'd be shocked if she had more than 1 MP animation, but who knows? Maybe she does. But for now, I think she looks pretty nice. Nothing like too crazy. Some fan service for sure. Some, you know, more modest stuff. I do like some more mature looking ladies in Chaldea. Never hurts, okay? But next, let's talk about the gameplay of our nameless Archer of the End here. So stat-wise, we have... I didn't even follow her. I'll do it right after this. She has 11.6k attack on base level 90, which I want to say is okay among 5-star archers. Certainly not on the top end, but should be okay-ish, I guess. If she is a DPS, I don't know. Now let's take a look at the deck. Ooh, caster deck. Please tell me she's not as bad as Arjuna though. Is she blue on the MP though? Wow, imagine making sense this time instead of having a Buster MP. Okay, so she's full blue as an archer. Do we have any other full blue archers? Was Durga triple? Oh yeah. Interesting. Let's see hit counts. 2 on Buster. Wow, very low. 4 on Arts, 4 on Quick, and 6 on Extra with the MP gain being 0.35. So obviously the gains on base, pretty not impressive. In fact, arguably bad-ish, as to be expected with a full gains deck, but hopefully, you know, batteries, MP gain, etc. in her kit. So it's probably not a lost cause, but on base, gains won't be very impressive. Let's talk passives. We have 4, seemingly semi-standard, maybe besides the one at the end. So Magic Res A, 20% debuff res, cool. Independent Action EX for 12% crit, lovely. This is a different version of Goddess's Core, right? So this gives you buff removal resistance, okay. Flat damage, and also debuff resistance. Okay, numbers. 20% buff removal resistance, 25% debuff res, okay, and 250 flat. So it's just better version of Goddess Core, because it has the debuff res and the flat damage, but also the buff removal resistance on top. Not that it's going to be reliable on 20%, because it's not, but if you combine it with the Grand Score, whenever Grand Score is active, you can actually get to 100% from that. So there's a lot of servants that have these 20%ers. Maybe it's because of the Grand Score. But yeah, without the Grand Score, it will be unreliable. But hey, 45% debuff res on base, still very high. And then we have crit resistance equaling to 20% on the final passive. Doesn't eliminate every base crit in the game, but it does eliminate most of them. So always good to have. Passives are basic, but I like them. They seem pretty good. Anti-Append is against Ruler. Oof, that's a bit of an oofy. It's a very rare class to fight, and it's a really bad affinity for her. So her third Append is pretty damn terrible. All right, let's talk about the MP. So even the name of the MP is censored, I guess, because it's like a full-on identity hidden thingy. So let's see. Self-MP damage up for 1 turn, scaling with overcharge, first of all. Cool. Does AoE charge down on enemies? Is it guaranteed? Oh, okay. What is this new trait? Something passed. It afflicts some kind of a thing on the enemies for 3 turns. It's a new trait. It's a new thing that it inflicts on the enemies for 3 turns. And then, wait, she does that? Her power, her super effective is based on that debuff as well? Is that what it says? Oh, it scales depending on the number of these. Okay, so it's one of those stacking ones. Okay, so the more you have them, the more damage it does, up to 10 times. And it's AoE MP as well, right? Yeah, it's AoE damage. Okay, cool. So she has a stacking debuff as well, much like someone like one Gina, for instance. Stuff like that. Or who else comes to mind? Bao with curse stacking, right? For instance. Yeah. So let's see numbers. It is a 6-hit arts AoE. Wow. Now I understand why her MP gain is so low on base. So wait, it's guaranteed drain then. This should be really good on bosses then. 10% MP damage on base overcharge, scaling up to 30 for 1 turn, kind of whatever. Not super impressive, but sure. Drain is guaranteed. Wow, okay. And then that's the new trait to enemies. 3 turns, 100% chance. And yeah, it's 10% super effective per stack of the new trait she adds. Okay. Very basic, but I like it. Guaranteed drain on a probably spammable AoE MP is still pretty rare. So she can probably keep enemy MPs nicely in check. We'll see how she does farming wise, but so far the MP at least sounds pretty nice for boss content. All right, let's talk skills next. Right, we have an Arts icon. Let's go, let's go. All allies get Arts up for 3 turns, attack up for 3 turns, get their debuffs cleansed. Okay. She herself gets, when normal attacking a single enemy, remove 1 buff from them and add one of those new traits for 3 turns. And this effect lasts for 3 turns. Okay, damn, it's interesting. This is kind of unfortunate because it says both. It has to be a normal attack. So that obviously means the MP won't be afflicting more of these traits then, unfortunately. So again, this makes me want to think she's probably not that great for farming because she won't be able to, at least unless the other skills afflict a lot of them easily. It seems like she really wants to fight the same enemy a lot, instead of like, you know, wave-based stuff, but who knows? Otherwise, it sounds pretty good on effects. It's a 6-turn cooldown. Let's see numbers. 20% arts and attack for the party for 3 turns. That kind of is nice for farming though, because that's definitely multi-core potential. Spread 40 buffs already is pretty good on 1 skill alone. I'm just worried about how easy it is to work with her MP damage. Seems good, okay. Second skill, we have a cooldown icon. Okay, hold your horses. Wow, not many lines. Targeted skill. 1 ally gets cooldowns -1, battery, and arts up for 3 turns. So it's all targeted, right? Whoa, full-on support skill, 7-turn cooldown. 50% targeted battery. Okay, and 30 arts. So wait, she can give 50 arts. She can give 1 ally 50 arts. Is she a support? Is this damage part all a fake? Is this a support? Targeted 50% battery can give 50% arts, 20 attack already with 2 skills. Ayo, and cooldowns. Yeah, this is Arts Koyan. This is Arts Koyan. What? Oh my god, and we haven't even seen the 3rd skill yet. Okay, very interesting. So maybe flexibility is real. All right, let's see the 3rd skill. That was good. We have a Klaka that does something every turn, I think, based on the icon. Okay, wow, yeah, this is the long one. So she applies to self a thing that, let's see. At the end of enemies' turns, all of them get -1 buff and one of those new traits to them for 3 turns. Okay. All allies get 1 debuff removed. Every turn gets stars for 3 turns. And then also all allies get MP gauge every turn for 3 turns. And healing every turn for 3 turns. What is this Merlin-ass skill on a, like MP on a skill? What? That's a lot of stuff that happens just every turn. Wow, okay, let's see numbers. This is on a 6-turn cooldown? You get 10 stars per turn, 10% gauge per turn for the whole party, and 2k healing per turn for 3 turns. Wow. This is a support. This is actually a support, dude. So it's turn-based gauge as well on top of the target at 50. Okay, this is kind of big, I think. Damn, Art's just getting a lot more crazy stuff. Well, okay. Yeah, so this seems pretty damn nice. I think this could be someone who's viable for both bosses and farming as a support. Maybe even as a DPS/multi-core farmer. We might have a crazy versatile servant here. Tamamo buff when? Like, come on. I can already say this will be a really good servant. This will be a really, really good servant. Without even seeing any practical use so far. Just reading this kit. This is a really good servant. Damn, another archer too, because we just got Summer Tiamat last year. The archer support meta is rising, dude. Oh my. This could be a must-roll servant. I don't know yet, but it's definitely seems to be a servant that will have a lot of use. So next up, I'm gonna take it for a spin. I want to see animations. Very exciting. Haven't seen really anything, because I don't think they showed anything besides the MP, right? So we'll see the cards and everything. But yeah, after that, we might just jump into trying to clear the story day 1 as well. Oh my, this is getting crazy. Those threads? What the hell was that? Cute. Little flowery thingies. Whoa. Artillery. A lot of light, like beam attacks. Ooh, the whips. I think it is just using light. What is that tree? Oh, there's the trait. Wait, why is it like grayed out? No, it's just a very dark icon. So it has a unique icon. Whoa, that's a bit different. Oh, she takes the light with Buster. That's scary. Ooh, Sparkies. Was that blood as well? Wow. Oh. Oh, well, she can be a saver. Alright. Slap. Oh, there you go. Oh, it just continues the whipping. Alright, that makes sense that it combos off of that. Oh, she did have an MP thing, yeah. Wait, this is Ascension 3, I just realized, on the MP. It's the... yeah, okay. Yo, it's so fun because they haven't... oh, that's so funny. She's like, the name of my thread is... then she's like, ah, sorry, that's a secret. Because it's like a different voice line because the identity is still sealed. That's so funny. Alright, so there you go. Fast little impression of our Archer of the End. I'll probably find out the name very soon with the main story. But I'll probably keep the video titled Archer of the End, because I don't want to spoil people day 1. I'm not even sure if I'll edit it later, but yeah, I'll probably just keep it Archer of the End. So there you go. Gameplay-wise, seems pretty insane, potentially, honestly. I'm hesitant to say must pull, but I don't know. Seems to be a very solid servant. And it seems like one of those servants that if you invest into her, you can probably get so much use out of her. Like, not only can she support bosses and farming both, seemingly, if you get a good copy, you could probably use her as a DPS or a farmer herself too. This seems like one of those servants that would get really, really good with investment. So there you go. My impression of her is very positive. Aesthetically, not bad. It's alright. It's not the greatest thing I've ever seen, but I quite enjoy it. Again, mature ladies, always nice to see. If you enjoyed this video, do me a solid and press the thumbs up button on it. It really helps out. And do subscribe not to miss out on future videos, because right after this, I'm going to jump into and try and cover the main story. Not sure if I'll post any videos about it, but if I do, I will probably, you know, either censor it heavily or, you know, not put spoilers on the title, so don't worry. It should be fairly spoiler-free. Unless you want to click the video, then you will probably see spoilers, but that's on you at that point. And also, I will cover the David buff still. That's another guaranteed video that will still happen today. If you don't see main story, you will at least still see a David buff breakdown, okay? So yeah, stay tuned for that. Shout out to my patrons on the screen right now for supporting the channel, and otherwise, good luck if you're pulling for this lovely lady. She seems to be well worth it. And otherwise, have a great rest of your day. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.